today's news, a Chawel estate man charged with smuggling immigrants. And members of my government are patriots and not puppets, says Premier. And Fraser says that the COI report is laced with several contradictions. And the Premier touts the RDA's track record with 136 projects to date. And residential and business burglaries down by 71% in the BVI. But viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Well, welcome everyone. It's Wednesday, July 20th, 2022. I'm Kamal Haynes, coming to you live from the beautiful British Virgin Islands. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Well, we start today's newscast with an update from last evening's arrest, where officers of the Marine Branch have charged Jeremy Kuntz, a resident of Chawel Estate, with smuggling migrants. Kuntz, who is 30 years old, will appear before the magistrate's court at the next available sitting and is likely to receive additional charges in relation to this matter. In the early morning hours of Monday, officers of the Marine Branch attempted to intercept a suspicious vessel in the Sir Francis Drake Channel with a number of persons on board. But after the vessel sped off, officers gave chase, and the captain was said to have run the boat aground in the area of Manual Reef, where persons on board tried to flee the area. While on shore, officers of the Armed Response Team, Marine Unit, and boat beat and patrol captured and detained a total of 16 illegal immigrants. Well, they say 3 additional persons who escaped were later detained, bringing that total to 20 persons, including the captain. According to the police, no injuries were reported. But the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force also said that the 19 immigrants include women and children who are nationals of Venezuela, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, St. Martin, and Guyana, and they are being detained by the Immigration Department while repatriation arrangements are being initiated. Well, moving on, viewers, where Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley has made it clear that the members of his government are patriots and are not puppets. The Premier's statement came in response to a comment made by the member for the 4th District, Honorable Mark Vanterpool, during Tuesday's sitting of the House of Assembly. He said his government is working in the best interests of its residents.
The members of this government are walking to what we believe very firmly and with the purest of intentions is in the best interest of the people of the Virgin Islands. And I want to thank the member for the 4th for withdrawing the characterization of us as puppets. Because we are not puppets, we are patriots. And I'm going to repeat that. We are not puppets, we are patriots.
Well, Vanterpool referred to the 5 members of the cabinet as puppets under the governor's dictatorship rule, but he later retracted such comments. He was referencing the powers that the governor presently holds in the territory, which some members of the House have described as placing the governor over the laws of the BVI.
The Virgin Islands is right now being run by the governor as a dictator. I'm talking about the governorship. I'm not talking about an individual. He can get upset if he wants to. I don't have a problem with that. But he is operating right now as a dictator. That's what the powers he has been given. Don't mind the story about he had to go to Gazette tomorrow and make it Gazette. You done Gazette in your own mind. You got the Gazette already. Look at my government in front of me. 5 members of the cabinet, puppets. You might like me saying that, but it's the truth. That's what you are. I am going to speak the truth. You dare not go against the governor. Because you know what he can do. Or you know what he can do. So you better lap your tail.
While likening Vladimir Putin's reasoning for his invasion of Ukraine, Vanterpool said the United Kingdom likewise has made up a reason to exercise dictatorship rule over the British Virgin Islands.
The United Kingdom have made up a reason based on a commission of inquiry that it's their right to take over the Virgin Islands right now and rule it as a dictatorship. The governor advised by possible, advisory council, who he may or may not accept their recommendations from. I don't remember you read the thing this morning from the House, the Parliament, that the governor may make laws. Madam Speaker, you understand that? The governor can make the laws. One man, we in here in the House fighting, debating, and going to first reading, second reading, third reading, then we go to committee stage, we go through line by line, page by page to make a law, but the governor can make his own law in the Virgin Islands right now. All alone. That's what he was given authority to do, to run this country. He can make his law.
Well, viewers, up next, the Premier touts the RDA's track record with 136 projects to date. And Fraser says that the Commission of Inquiry report is laced with several contradictions. Well, these and more stories when 284 News return.
You value traditions. Today, you value music. You value education. Family.
I love you.
Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Hello?
Wait, you had a long time. You say you were sick? What happened to over the rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
Well, welcome back, viewers. We're registering his objection to the implementation of Recommendation A1 of the Commission of Inquiry report on Tuesday. Leader of the opposition, Honorable Julian Fraser, told the House of Assembly that he found the document to be laced in contradictions. Recommendation A1 calls for the dissolution of the House of Assembly, necessitation of ministerial government, and necessary consequential suspension of the provisions of the Constitution for an initial period of 2 years, all while the territory is placed under the direct rule of the governor. But Fraser described the recommendation as tone deaf. He told the House of Assembly that such a recommendation completely disregarded the BVI's centuries of fighting for self-governance and described the mere suggestion that such should take place as, and I quote, disenfranchised, unnecessary, and undemocratic, end quote. Well, in addition to this, Fraser argued that the commissioner did not demonstrate an adequate rise in his findings to meet the threshold for his conclusion in recommendation A1.
Whereas it appears that the commissioner, in researching his conclusion, disregarded the historical march of the people of the Virgin Islands through time as they advanced from being chained in the bellies of ships and through slavery to self-government over centuries, and now with a modern constitution Order 2007 that promises, through agreement with the United Kingdom government, a path to self-determination. And whereas we are not satisfied that the commissioner demonstrated adequate rise in his findings to meet the threshold for his conclusions in recommendation A1. Now therefore be it resolved that as it is the duty of this Honorable House to inform the people of the Virgin Islands, a debate of the report of the Commission of Inquiry is in order.
Well, viewers, item 23 of the executive summary of the COI report speaks to the recommendation A1 in the Commissioner's own words and states, and I quote, "I have carefully considered lesser measures, but whilst I appreciate that the Governor and the UK government will consider this only as a last resort, as do I have concluded that the only way in which the relevant issues can be addressed is for there to be a temporary suspension of those parts of the Constitution which areas of government are assigned to elected representatives," end quote. Well, Fraser said that the Commissioner's own references to the measures as a, and I quote, "last resort" begs the question of why it would be the very first recommendation made in a document.
This, what he's talking about, Madam Speaker, is the suspension of the Constitution and imposition of direct rule. He's saying that they would only consider it as a last resort. But yet, he have concluded that the only way in which the relevant issues can be addressed is for there to be a temporary suspension of those parts of the Constitution by which areas of government are assigned to elected representatives.
Well, Fraser also warned that despite claims in the document that the recommendations made were tailored to the, and I quote, "needs and aspirations of the people of the BVI," end quote, there is clearly a disconnect when these recommendations are being written by someone sitting thousands of miles away who had never been immersed in this society.
Madam Speaker, as I look at the motion as it was read, and I see where it says, "The Virgin Islands are home to a people with a modern constitution 2007 that has in its preamble that the people of the Virgin Islands have generally expressed their desire to become a self-governing people." And I ask myself, Madam Speaker, if any of that was considered when the conclusions in this report were made.
Well, Fraser therefore urged his fellow members of the House to do justice to the people of the Virgin Islands and express their honest views on various areas which they have been the subject to public contention, as well as enlightening the public on areas of the recommendation which may have gone over their heads. Well, he stressed that in respect of the democracy of the BVI, the people must be mindful of what exactly was agreed upon and how this is going to affect them. Well, moving on, viewers, where during a recent contract signing ceremony, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley provided the public with a brief account of the activities of the Recovery and Development Agency, also known as the RDA. But the RDA is tasked with delivering the programs and projects set out in the revised Recovery and Development Plan. Well, according to the Premier, the agency has done a more than fair job at doing justice to its mandate. As stated by the official public data reference by Dr. Wheatley, the RDA has completed 136 project activities to date. He also noted that of the $44 million being managed by the agency for these projects, about 90% of the value has been awarded to local contractors.
Projects included repairs to 5 government administration buildings, inclusive of venues where 15 services are offered to sister island communities, because of course We care deeply about our sister island communities. Commissioning of 3 water reservoirs, providing 1.6 million gallons of additional water storage capacity for residents, the rehabilitation of over 1,500 meters of road, the commissioning of 3 renewable energy systems so that we can start to deal with the environmental, financial, and operational issues associated with the traditional generation systems, the refurbishment of 4 police facilities, and the rehabilitation of several schools.
Well, viewers, Premier Wheatley also commended the RDA on its good work so far, especially in the instances where it has managed to complete projects ahead of time and below budget without sacrificing quality.
It is an amazing accomplishment where most of these projects have been delivered at high quality, either on budget and on time, or under the budget and well ahead of time. So our professionals at the RDA have a lot to be proud of, and we have a lot of evidence for us to have confidence in them. Success could only have been achieved through the competence of our public officers in the ministries and our contractors. We have a lot of solid evidence to have confidence in our people.
Well, viewers, up next, residential and business burglaries down by 71% in the BVI. Summer Sizzle models ready to take the runway this Saturday, and Miss BVI 2022 to be coronated this Sunday. We get to these stories after a word from our sponsors.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. With residential and business burglaries presently down by 71% when compared to 2021, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force is asking the public to mark their tools and electronic items to further deter potential thieves. But the RVIPF made an appeal on Tuesday after noting that crime was down in the aforesaid category of burglaries. Well, the police said that officers confiscated many tools and other items with no identifiable marks, which made it difficult for them to prosecute offenders and ultimately return stolen items. The head of the Criminal Investigations Department, Acting Chief Inspector Gilbert Charles, linked the decline of residential and business burglaries to the arrest of suspected perpetrators and the community's effort to mark and secure these items. Well, he said, and I quote, "Well, these tools range in between $500 to $1,000. Therefore, it is worthwhile to ensure that the items are marked and recognizable when seen. Once identified, not only is the tool returned to its rightful owner, but the thief who claims ownership can be arrested and charged." Well, this simple precaution substantially reduces the incentive to steal, end quote. Well, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force said that the surge in burglaries last year was largely occurred in unfurnished homes and sheds where tools were stored. Well, this resulted in significant losses to owners. Well, the police said they would like the trend to continue by individuals taking the necessary steps. Moving on, viewers, where this Saturday, Summer Sizzle BVI returns with a global glamour runway show. Well, Summer Sizzle BVI is a highly anticipated event attracting fashion and travel influencers, designers, models, press, celebrities, entertainers, leisure tourists, and water sports enthusiasts. Well, after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the event will make a triumphant return this year for its 12th anniversary, scheduled from today, July 20th to 25th, 2022. But the highly anticipated Global Glamour Runway show will host a slew of local and international models. Our Ron Grant spoke with 2 of the featured models, Mrs. Ashley Varner Warren and the reigning Miss Universe BVI, Zaria Penn.
Wow, it's honestly an honor. Like I said before, I love to travel, so being able to experience different cultures and, come here and just kind of, showcase my model walk as well as helping, some of the other models tweak their walks a little bit too. It's amazing to be a part of, so I'm really excited.
Ms. Penn also shared how delighted she was to be part of the fashion showcase.
Thank you so much, Ron. It actually is an amazing experience for me. I have been traveling to Israel because of the Miss Universe pageant, and to come back and transition from pageant to runway walk, it has been a bit of a struggle, but it shows me what I am capable of, and it broadens my perspective, my views, and what I can really do in this industry, and I'm grateful for the opportunities.
Penn also spoke about the training and preparation for the runway show.
Yes, of course. It has been very, very exciting going to auditions. Well, it's exciting for me. It's nerve-wracking for others, but it's amazing to see that other people in the territory can come out and actually try something new aside from like their day-to-day job. They can try to model, and Summer Sizzle will give us the opportunity to do just that. It has been a bit of like a mental and physical battle for me to transition from the pageant walk, as I said before, but with the amazing help of the people that I surround myself with, I have been getting a hold of it, and Miss Ashley will definitely help me further in that area.
But both models also encourage residents and visitors alike to come out and experience something spectacular.
Well, I would say just come out and enjoy a great show. I know with, everything that's been going on with COVID, this, runway show event has been on hold for a couple years. So I think that anticipation alone is just, everyone wants to kind of see things get back to normal and just enjoy each other, have fun. So I would say if you're looking for a good time and see some amazing models and designers, definitely come out and have fun.
Zaria?
Yes, and Terry Donovan, the director, and his amazing team has incorporated both local and international capabilities. And from the reception and to the runway show, you see local talent and designers and models come alive on the stage and off the stage. And I'm really excited. I hope to see you there.
Yes.
Well, viewers, moving on to our final story, where the Miss BVI Pageant Committee will this Sunday coronate a new Miss BVI 2022. With the event being dubbed an all-white sunset cruise, will see patrons enjoying a slew of local entertainment. Was speaking on the occasion was co-chair of the committee, Mrs. Tracia Smith-Hodge.
So the coronation is going to take place on the 24th of July, this coming Sunday. The boat will depart at the Tortola Pier Park, where we're hoping to have 150 to 200 guests.
Wow.
So we are telling people to get your tickets now. We know it's a short notice, but tickets are already on sale. We started this Saturday at the festival grounds at the ticket booth, where we sold a few tickets, and we have a few left. So we're asking people to come out and to get your tickets to this highly anticipated event. So on the Sunset Cruise, there'll be finger foods. We have a cash bar. There'll be lots of entertainment. We're looking forward to entertainment by the best bands, the best of the best music. You know, over the years we have bands such as Primetime, Extreme, all those other small bands. We're gonna have people like Boz, Jugu.
Lead vocals.
Yeah, lead
vocals.
Sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Lead vocals, Jugu, Boz, Chicken, Chappie, and a few others.
Dante.
Those are going to be our big entertainers for that night, along with the Elevated Dance Company, who's going to be putting on a number for us. So it's going to be an exciting evening, and we're hoping that people, you know, get their tickets at $75 per person, and come aboard with us. Enjoy our sunset cruise.
Our viewers, Ms. Natalie Hodge, who is the chairperson of the Miss BVI committee, spoke about the reason for the coronation.
So the reason why we're not having a pageant this year is, as most people will be aware, that the territory has been facing a number of issues such as budgetary constraints due to COVID and a number of other factors. So the board of Virgin Islands Festival and Fairs Committee, referred to as the board, saw it fit to ask all the subcommittees who are responsible for pageants, for festival pageants, to consider having a coronation versus a pageant, just to save on cost, festival-related cost. And so we saw it fit to proceed with the coronation. We thought it was a good idea, and we decided that it would be a great idea to have it in the form of a fundraiser to raise funds for the Miss BVI Pageant Committee.
We definitely understand. Now, this is not the first time we've had a coronation of Miss BVI. Explain to the general public how the process of selecting the delegate to reign works for coronation.
The process basically is, I think there's a misconception that if you have contestants, you are able to have a coronation from those persons who have applied. But a coronation is usually based on persons who have already competed in a pageant previously. So it can be any person that would have competed previously, no matter what position they came in the pageant at the time.
Understood perfectly.
So the committee has that right to choose from that previous pageant who should be crowned.
Well, viewers, that's all we have for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI love.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Yo, everything good there? Aye. This thing got me one way that day.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What's your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know, I watching ball. I even watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.